Life is beautiful, but sometimes it just takes a little change in perspective to really see it. That's exactly what it means to make simple life beautiful. It's not showing our lives to look perfect from outside or being in denial with reality, but it's in our day to day means to be grateful for everything that we have and to acknowledge the smallest little details that often go unnoticed. It's not just to seek only the beautiful part of our lives, but to embrace everything life has to offer, the good and the bad, the roller coaster in between that make life such a fascinating journey. Your thoughts, beliefs, and your values all influence how you see what's in front of you, and this is to me is what it really means to make my simple life beautiful. Seeing the world, this outlet made me fall in love with life all over again. There is a quote: to live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. When I read this, I had to examine my own life and ask myself if I was just existing or living. Existing means to go through life without being conscious of who you are, surviving the day to day, but living actively participating, being fully aware and being present for the experience. I am learning slowly that living takes a lot more effort. Sometimes it requires us to go for the things that we want. It requires us to give love and attention to every aspect of our lives. It's about learning what we need and want from life and enjoying every little joyful moments along the way. It's up to us to define how we want to live our lives, and it might take a lifetime to figure it out. But at least this way, we can fully immerse ourselves into our stories and understand what it means to have a purpose rather than to simply exist. Falling in love with life is all about enjoying ourselves. We can achieve this even with the simplest little pleasures. Eating with family is part of my daily routine, and I look forward to every single day, and in a way, it gives me a reason. I am learning that I don't have to seek out over the top experiences to feel happy or excited, because even a simple moment can offer extraordinary experiences. They are the moments we commonly take for granted, but we forget that these moments are what make life beautiful. Find your simple pleasures and sprinkle them throughout your day to create a life that you love and cherish. Some things are unenjoyable, no matter how hard we try, but we still need to get it done. Make it a challenge and reward yourself getting it done. It becomes more motivating and rewarding to get things done. It will not only helps me to take things too seriously, because life is not just the long list of things to do. Yes, we have responsibilities and things needs to get done. But I think it's a good reminder to have a little bit of fun in the process as well. When you are the main character of your own life, you are not the victim. You are the hero, and you prioritize yourself above everything. Because you know your self-worth, you develop a relationship with yourself and learn to live a authentic life that is yours. This is not an excuse to be self-centered or treat others less, but the point is to see life from a new perspective. Most of my life, I felt like I was in the background, living to please everyone else around, doing things out of obligation instead of intention. But as the main character, I feel like I can finally create a life according to my own terms. I no longer feel the need to keep up with anyone else, because I know that everyone's story is unique. So try to be the main character of your own story and pretend that the world is your stage. Develop your character, show up for yourself. We all know that past holds a lot of wisdom. So instead of dwelling on our past mistakes, regrets and guilt, what if we decided to embrace them and see these moments as chapter of self-growth? I don't know about you, but I have made too many mistakes to even count. But now I am so proud to look back and see that even I had the courage to try new things, go out of my comfort zone, to challenge myself, like with anything. It's difficult to see in the moments, but I know that without these experiences, there would be no depth to my life. And I definitely wouldn't be the person that I am today. Sometimes I'm still hesitate to say what I want to do, what I want because I'm so afraid of making fool out of myself. But now I try to remember that the bigger the mistake, the bigger the lesson. And this has given me the courage to say yes to things I usually say no to. Celebrate life. Don't wait for the perfect moment to arrive without a particular reason. Instead of holding off until the weekend or a special occasion to do something special, I think it's important to make every single day count. With this mindset, we create more opportunities to do things that make us happy. So don't hold off on saying I love you to the people that you love. Don't hold yourself back from going after what you want. Don't wait for the right moment to launch your art. Know that the only moment that matters is the present moment, so make it count. I'm not saying that we should not expect life to be a fairy tale, but I think it's important to remember that we have the power to make an interesting story with the plot that's been handed to us, because perception is what shapes reality. So why not make it a beautiful one? Thank you so much guys for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, take care. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye bye.